Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to an Average Joe's bike build. I'm not sure if you're like me, but I really enjoy reading the dirt bike magazines, looking at these project bikes that these magazines build, even surfing the internet, looking at some of the bikes that the internet companies build, and really, just dream of being able to have a bike like that someday. But as an average Joe, I can't afford the type of bikes and the type of projects and the type of goodies and stuff that they're throwing at some of these bikes. So this is what I've decided to do. I picked up a bike, and we'll show you that here in just a few minutes. And I'm going to go through it and do what I would do to prepare the bike for me, for the type of riding that I do, for the type of racing that I do, and just kind of share that journey with you. I can't afford to put these super trick coatings that some of these companies use, maybe the super head work or the big bore kits, that kind of stuff. I'm just going to take this bike and make it as solid of a bike as I can make it. We'll do a few things here to kind of spice it up a little bit with maybe graphics and stuff, but basically going to go through the bike and make it safe, make it competitive, hopefully make it durable, where it'll last for us during our racing, and make it a bike that we can be proud of, that when we get to the track, people give you compliments, hey, it's a good looking bike, that kind of thing. So what we've done is I picked up a 2019 KTM 350 SXF. And some of you may say, hey, that's not really a budget bike. But actually, for what I got this bike for, I think you would be surprised. I think you'll consider it a budget bike. So we'll share all those details and stuff with you a little bit later. But when we picked up the bike, it's a fairly solid bike mechanically. It needed some tender loving care. It was kind of looked almost like it had been ridden hard and put up wet, as they say. Had some corrosion and rust on the nuts and bolts, and some of the bearings will need replacing and things like that. But otherwise, mechanically, it's a pretty solid bike. It has, when it was purchased, it had, I'll have to look back, I think it was 92 hours on the bike. So not a low hour bike by any means, but not a ridiculously high hour bike. The plastic and everything was in really good shape. The graphics were in good shape, but we're probably going to replace a lot of that stuff to make it my custom bike, or a bike that's for me. The only thing that I have done to the bike already is I bolted on a set of Mica Metals used bars that I already had, put on a set of used tires that I had, and actually had the suspension serviced. I had the fork serviced and the rear shock serviced. I did all that just basically for safety, for the fact that I needed to ride the bike. I needed to race the bike a time or two. Actually, I've got, I think, 2 races on it with very, very, very little changes to the bike at all. What we talked about is about it. I wanted to kind of fill the bike out before I dove in and started making changes and started throwing parts on it and this, that, and the other. So what I'm going to do is we're going to set up a build sheet. I'm setting a budget right now, including the cost of the bike. I'm going to try my best to come in under $5,000, including the cost of the bike. And again, this is a 2019 350 SXF. So we'll share some of that with you. We will share what we're doing with the bike, the cost of that. We're not going to scrounge. I'm not going to use used parts unless I can find something that's really just barely used that I trust. But I'll share where I purchase everything, the cost of it. We're close to Christmas, so we may ask Santa Claus to bring a few little things here and there. But it's just the type of build that an average guy would do. As you can see, it's an average guy shop that needs some average guy work. I'm in the process of rebuilding some stuff in our house, so there's no real shop type work that's going to be done to the bike. It's going to all be done by myself. There will be some things I may have to send out if I find something major that I can't handle mechanically. Like I did send out the suspension and had that done professionally. I think unless you have the tools and the knowledge to do that type of stuff, you're better off sending it to a professional and letting them do it right to begin with, so that you don't waste money in the long run. So follow us on this journey. Like and subscribe, share it with your friends. Send you comments. And again, I know this is the way I'll do the bike for me. This is the way I'll set it for me, for the type of riding that I do and that type of stuff. Some of you will do things differently, just like you do with any project bike. So, share those in the comments section, and we'll post up another video pretty quickly. We've got some parts already on order that's coming in, and we'll start getting on this and try to get it done as quick as we can. Again, like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Thanks.